Jennifer Snaz. You're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by South African Instagrammer Gareth Pon, and he's just come back from his very first time in the snow. Hello.
Hi.
What was that like?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
First time in the snow, first time snowboarding, so it was quite overwhelming. Like, I didn't know what to expect,
Yeah.
so I just sort of went in blind, but really, really enjoyed it.
Now, first time in the snow. This is hard for me to understand because I grew up in North America. What was going through your head?
Well, at first I was like, I wonder what it tastes like, which was so the
You know,
first opportunity I got,
It's water, right?
I took some and just ate it, and it basically tastes like that little bit of ice you scrape off your fridge in your freezer.
That looks like snow.
It looks like snow. So yeah, apart from that, that was the first thing that went through my mind. And then I was just a bit scared. You are sort of high up when you're snowboarding, so
Just sort of.
sort of high up, you know. And that was going through my mind. So I was like, okay, I hope I don't fall. I hope I don't break a leg. Or I've just heard so many bad stories. So yeah, lots going on, but hopefully it didn't affect my approach to it. So
I'm sure you did fall.
I did a lot of times.
A lot on your butt. Hey, did you end up with a wet patch on your butt?
Luckily, I had waterproof pants, so they didn't soak anything in, and I had a bum guard. So
Okay, if you have a bum guard, that's
Yeah.
good. But even if they're waterproof, you can still see that butt wet
yeah,
circle.
I guess.
Don't lie, we know you can.
And like the scrapings on the back from sliding on the ice so much.
Now you were in the French Alps.
Yes.
That's exciting. What was that like? How did you end up there?
So we went with a group of local business owners and thought leaders within the social space. Just a really dynamic group of people. We spent a few days at Club Med Val Thorens, which was amazing because I mean, like they treat you, everything's like included in the trip. So we ate ourselves like silly. The Alps were right on our doorstep. A quick gondola ride up to one of the slopes was like a few minutes away. So that all came together as a brainchild of a girl by the name of Gabby Brandani, and she decided to just see if we could make our way there and try get a unique sort of take on getting to Val Thorens with a group of people who could start a conversation around it in a bit of a different way. So generally what would happen is they would approach influencers and different people who have reach, but this time around it was more about people who could start a very interesting, different conversation. So I was with guys like Craig Rodney from Cerebra, Nick Carolambos from Nick Socks, which is now, I can't remember the name of his new company.
That's okay, we'll Google it later.
Yes. And so those were the sort of people that were on this trip. It was really cool because it's a dynamic crowd. Like everyone has different interests. Everyone was at a different level of snowboarding. So like Craig Ronnie, for example, was basically the guy teaching everyone. And then there were guys like myself and a few of the others who had never snowboarded before. So it was a really cool, fun way of getting into that space and taking it as it comes, I guess. Yeah.
When you say start a different and unique conversation, what do you mean?
So, I mean, generally when I go on influencer trips, the influencers talk about just how amazing the trip was, and they talk about like the specifics, and it's very much geared towards their followings. Whereas with this crowd, it was more around just enjoying it as a group of friends. So it was a different conversation, a different, I guess, audience of people who were responding to the social that was going on. The hashtag was SnowClub15. If you guys want to check out the photos from that, it was really cool. And just off the back of that, there were a lot of really unique conversations that started happening about just rather the approach of snowboarding with a different group compared to, okay, this is what you do, this is what the hotel's about, this is like hitting the specifics versus just enjoying it as a group. Like things like they ran a competition while we were there, and we had the opportunity to basically win an hour jacuzzi session at the hotel. And now this jacuzzi is
needed after a
it's so
snowboarding
crazy.
session.
And this jacuzzi is outside in the snow, and it's on one of the balconies, so it's freezing when you're not in the jacuzzi. And it costs I think it was 100 euros an hour. So it's not the cheapest thing.
No.
So they ran this competition. You basically had to hashtag the hotel, and then they selected the best photo, and like
Did you win?
we won.
Okay,
so
good.
It was pretty cool. So little things like that happened, which were quite unique to the group, and also like the guys, I found that they really love the space, because you sort of when you go with traditional influencers, they're used to traveling and they're used to getting stuff treated to them, and so this group was a bit different in the way that they also appreciated the freebies, I guess.
Yeah.